same with the ban on TikTok, right? Everyone thinks it's the ban that they voted on, right? Like the House voted for the ban, is going to the Senate, and Biden said he'll sign it, right? So it's like ban. And like in the beginning, I'm like, I need to like look up what's happening if Biden is signing it, because his administration is not a fool, so they're not going to be trying to sign something that's just kind of absolutely ridiculous, right? And then I ask my kids, I'm like, what do you know about it? Because they're always on TikTok just
Yeah.
scrolling, and
I'm
they're like,
glad you asked
well,
them. What'd they say?
yeah, the government's trying to ban it. I said,
Yeah.
that's actually not what's going on, right? So I had to explain to them, number one, who TikTok is owned by, because I had to look that up too, and I can't even remember who it was. Like that.
Well, it's owned by the
Chinese
Chinese
company in
government.
China.
Yeah.
Right. But it's a specific guy who's
Yeah.
specifically on whatever communism, whatever. They're taking your, I'm like, they're taking your information. I'm like, what they do is they take your information, the sites that you go on, the things, so they can give you information. I'm like, China can give you so much false information. They can create domestic terrorists here because they're going to feed you just that information. I said they can throttle anything positive Democrats are doing. They can throttle it so that it doesn't go viral, and then like force you to hear all kinds of Trump stuff all day. All blacks love Trumps, like all those videos. You will see those videos if they know that you are a person of color. So I said that is why they're not banning it, but they're moving to force them to disband.
Yeah. So what they want to do, and it's funny you bring this up because I wrote it down, and I even had a question mark about it. I was going to say, Londa, do you want to talk about this TikTok thing? Because I know some about it. I don't know everything, but here's the one thing I know. It's basically controlled by the Chinese government. And what America is saying is that we don't want to ban TikTok. What we want to do is within I think 90-day period, or there's a certain day period, what they want to do is force the Chinese to sell it to an American company. Now, here's the opposite side of that. The opposite side of that is now somebody like Steve Mnuchin, who worked for Donald Trump, wants to purchase it. And it's just like Elon Musk owning Twitter. When you have a sycophant that now owns a social media company, what's the difference as to whether or not it's in China's hands or it's in American people's hands? Because that's just as dangerous.
They're going to do the same thing. So you would think that, and here's a problem with these different apps and social media. It's like our laws haven't caught up yet, because even if Steven Mnuchin bought it, who's a Trump supporter, whatever, even if he had the company, we should have laws in place that limit what these apps can do and the information that you could take from these apps. But
100%.
we're not there yet. So that is why that would be a problem, because it shouldn't be a problem if there were like regulations.
Well, I know there's a case right now in the Supreme Court regarding social media and the government's role in it. I'm not as versed on it right now, so it's something I'm not going to get that much into it.